Welcome to EduConcept. In our Constitution series, we will discuss Preamble to the Constitution of India. So as you see in the screen, so you can just see the Preamble. We can observe very closely. Okay. So you can just see it. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, as well as we will pursue justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. Right. So this is what preamble mentions. We will discuss one by one further. So before going into the details of preamble, we will discuss what is preamble. So preamble is defined as the introductory part of a statute stating its purpose, aim, and justification. To put it simply, so in order to understand the whole constitution, if we just observe the preamble itself, we can understand the whole constitution. So that is the idea of the preamble. The word preamble in English evolved from preambulus, which means going before. So going before the whole constitution, we just observe this particular page. It is like a preface, like in our school textbook we will have preface. Similar to that, before reading the whole constitution, we will have a preamble, that is the preface to the constitution. The preamble expresses the ideas woven around the constitutional provisions, whose realization is key for making India a free and just society. The ambit and goals of the Indian constitution may be understood through the meaning of every word of the preamble. We, the people of India, the initial three words in the Indian constitution were borrowed from the preamble of the United States of America's constitution, which signifies that the political sovereignty lies within the people of India. So we, the people of India, nothing but the constitution itself framed by the people of India. Hence, the political sovereignty, that is the ultimate authority, lies not in parliament, not in Supreme Court judge, not in Prime Minister, not in President, not in Chief Justice of India, not in military commanders, but the people of India. So the political sovereignty lies within the people of India. So that is the term refers in the preamble, we the people. The preamble declares that the people of India have taken a solemn resolution to make India a sovereign power of its own, having a democratic and republican character, whose governance will be assured through secular means and to achieve socialist goals. We will discuss it. The preamble of the Indian Constitution also proclaims that to the citizens of India, socio-economic and political justice will be secured, and each citizen shall have liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship. All these details are well covered in the constitution provisions that we will discuss later. For the time being, we just understand what is preamble. Further, the preamble signifies the aspiration for equality of status and opportunity for Indian citizens. Most importantly, the preamble prescribes maintaining the unity and integrity of India coupled with the fraternal bonds among the people. The preamble also emphasizes human dignity, which was constitutionalized under the Indian Constitution as one of the facets of the right to life under Article 21 of the Constitution. We will discuss that in detail, emanated through judicial interpretations. How did preamble emerge in the Indian Constitution? It was the objective resolution moved in the Constitution Assembly on 13th of December 1946 by Jawaharlal Nehru, which became the primary source of the preamble. So the preamble was written based on the objectives resolution passed by Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. The objectives resolution was adopted on 22nd of January 1947 by the Constituent Assembly. After extensive debates on the wording of the preamble, the final version of the preamble was adopted by the Assembly on 26th of November 1949 and came into force on 26th of January 1950. That is the whole constitution that we have seen in our first video. Why preamble is required? The significance of the preamble is that it functions as a guiding light in the interpretation of the constitution's text. if any ambiguities or conflicts persist among the provisions. In Birubari Union case, the Supreme Court accepted its importance as a key to open the mind of the constitution makers. But the Supreme Court did not accept it as an integral part of the constitution, just like any other constitutional provision. So Supreme Court says this preamble is not a constitution, it is just a separate document in Birubari Union case. But later, Supreme Court in Keshavananda Bharati versus State of Kerala 1973, it held that the preamble is part of the constitution which may be amended like any other constitutional provision, subject to the condition that it does not violate the basic structure of the constitution. We will discuss what is this basic structure of the constitution later. In Indira Gandhi versus Rajnarayan 1975 case, Supreme Court held that if there is a part of our constitution which deserves greater devotion than any other part of it, it is certainly the preamble to our constitution. Okay. So all it says that preamble is the most important part of the constitution. The court further went on to say that preambles of the written constitutions are intended primarily to reflect the hopes and aspirations of the people. They resonate the ideal which the nation seeks to achieve. The preamble is though an internal and insignificant part of the constitution, but it cannot be treated either as a source of power nor as a limitation. It does not give any power to anybody. It does not limit any person or any authority. Just because the constitution does not give preamble any enforceability power. So we cannot enforce whatever given in the preamble. So that is the limitation of the preamble. However, its importance we can understand like how sunlight brings clarity to the objects around us. Preamble throws light to understand the constitution. Hence, if there is any conflicting provisions among the constitution, preamble serves as an clarity to resolve the conflicts. So this is all about preamble. We will discuss next articles in the next video. Thank you.